Oh hey, it's Aidan, and I just saw that new Ryan Coogler movie, Sinners. So this movie has a lot going on. It's a black period piece, it's a little bit of a gangster movie, it's a vampire movie, it's a love letter to culture and old art, and there's a little splash of gothic horror in there as well. This movie takes place in 1930s Mississippi, where two gangsters, Michael B. Jordan and of course Michael B. Jordan, are trying to open up their own bar. But then it turns into a vampire movie with a bunch of blood and scary shit going on. This movie had a lot of hype behind it because Ryan Coogler, the director, has been putting out these blockbuster bangers with a lot of thoughtful messaging in them as well. And this movie's like massive. It's got a giant budget and it's something original that he's coming up with. When I walked out of my car with my friends to go to the theater and watch this movie, a lady literally stopped us and told us like, hey, you have to see Sinners. And it's like, that never happens. No one ever stops you to tell you, hey, you need to watch a movie. And I try not to get my hopes up too high because, you know, you don't want to be disappointed, but I see what the hype is about. There's so much love in this movie. It's fresh, it's sexy, it's badass. There's a lot of thoughtful messaging. It's daring and creative. And that's not to say it doesn't have flaws. There are flaws, but that's not the focus right now. We're not talking about the flaws right now. This movie has a star-studded cast. There's so many notable actors and actresses in this movie. I mentioned earlier, Michael B. Jordan plays the same guy twice. And I didn't really get the Michael B. Jordan hype until watching this. He fucking kills it. He steals the screen. He has such a dominating presence on the camera. Haley Steinfeld kills it too. At one point, she spits in a guy's mouth, and I went on Reddit afterwards, and all the comments were like, oh, I want her to spit in my mouth. It's like, come on, can you imagine a movie discussion board on Reddit that's not overly horny? And her spitting in a guy's mouth is pretty cool, but that shouldn't undermine the great performance she gives. Guys, I'm filming this video, right? There's a tornado. So I'll be right back, 1 second. That tornado warning and that sound, that played for an hour. That was an hour. Okay, I'm gonna continue the review now. It's been an hour. I'm kind of out of whack, but bear with me. The lead is played by an actor named Miles Catan, and he has my personal favorite performance. It's not the loudest role, it's not the craziest role, but I think he does a really good job of playing this like innocence and youthful spirit. Like, he really kills it. There's like a consistent like fear behind his eyes that he does so well, and it really makes me want to see more from this actor. And I don't think there's a bad performance in this movie. I think all the actors at the very least put in a good effort. I think our head vampire is a little bit over the top at points, and I would have liked him to tone it down a little bit, but I still think he does a good job. So the best part about this movie, like by far, it's not even close, is the music. It grabs these scenes that are sometimes a little boring, and it brings them to life. It evokes such emotion and joy. And the point of the movie becomes obvious when you start like paying attention to it and listening to it. The way this movie uses music is so awesome, and I wish that more movies would do it. But the score is memorable, it sounds great. Especially early on in the music, there's a lot of blues going on that's very like soulful and has a lot of like heart in the performances behind it. The actors do a great job of singing these songs. They sound wonderful. There's also a scene in this movie that's been getting a lot of attention, and it's in a bar, and I'm not going to tell you what scene it is, but if you've seen the movie, you know what scene I'm talking about. It's the best scene in the movie. It like encapsulates what the entire movie is about. This is where the passion and music and creativity and culture are shining. The ending is brutal and awesome, and I think it would have been very easy to phone in the ending and make it just like a shitty horror movie ending. But it's creative. It plays along more. It balances several different serious but also insane action-packed moments together. I also, when I was reading about this movie, I saw some commentary online that they think a big part of the focus might be a commentary on organized religion. I think I buy into it. I'm not completely sure, if I'm gonna be honest. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See what you guys think. There's a part in the movie at the beginning where the two Michael B. Jordans are smoking cigarette, and they're breathing in the cigarette, because you know cigarette smokers, they breathe in, they're like, and it has the loudest cigarette smoking sound effect I've ever heard. The sound design is good for the most part, but that one I was like, it was way too loud. A lot of people might hear me say that and be like, Aidan, that's being nitpicky. And if you said that, I'd probably agree. It's not really that big of a deal. The movie cinematography is fun. This movie has so much working for it, and there are flaws, And now I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to talk about them now, okay? This movie does drag on a little bit, in my opinion. The pacing is a little bit odd, especially in the middle half of the movie. There's a scene in between the vampire part and period piece part where I think it just takes up a little bit too much time. It's a very awkward transition, even if both the period piece part and the vampire piece part are interesting on their own. It's just this little middle section here, a little bit slow. Also, I know it's a promotional thing to get people into the theater. When I was talking about this movie with friends, I was under the impression that it was a vampire movie. The movie has like its second vampire appearance like an hour and a half in. You know that trope in horror movies where the characters are like, what? What's happening? Something's going on. It happens very late in the movie. It feels kind of odd. This movie has wonderful messaging, and whether you like it or not, it's very loud in its messaging. It's hard to miss. The point of the movie is abundantly clear. I wish there was a little more subtlety. There's a shot with a guitar, and it cuts to this shot like 5 times. It's impossible to miss. The coda of the movie is really, it's great. There's a weird artistic choice that I didn't really jive with. I think if you have a coda in the movie, you don't present it in the way that they did in this movie. But I'm happy to acknowledge, like, these are nitpicky criticisms. This is an awesome movie. I'd recommend that everyone who has the slightest interest in watching this movie, check it out. It's fresh, it's cool, it's an 8 out of 10. But that's just how I feel. Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. I love you all. Bye.